David, as the founder and CEO of Pantera, I'd like to get your insight on why compliance is important, yet so difficult to meet requirements set forth by those compliance requirements.
Um, that is a really touchy subject, and and it involves many factors. One of the biggest things when it comes to compliance, a lot of times compliance requires, depending on the compliance, because there's a lot of compliance frameworks out there. But one of the biggest things that I see is cost, right? It for the same compliance measures for a Fortune 500, a small mom and pop has to meet that same compliance, and there needs to be some type of waivers in place, an understanding that a small mom and pop is not going to have the resources to meet compliance measures that a larger, medium-sized business or Fortune 500 company would, right? That's one thing, and then the other thing, the first thing is cost, and then the second thing is the workforce. There's just not enough qualified, experienced people out there that can do the work, right? But here's the kicker, over the past 5 years or so, we've seen an uptick in people getting into the cybersecurity space, right? And all we have to do is jump on LinkedIn and see how some of these people can't even get into the industry because no one would give them a chance, or if we see these entry level cybersecurity positions that already want 10 years worth of experience. So I think when it comes to something like compliance, right, it's some of the most boring work in my opinion, but it could be some entry level work for folks to understand the compliance frameworks, to understand the cybersecurity frameworks, and then also be able to create the documentation that goes along with that. Like I said, it's a little bit of a boring work, but I think we need to leverage some of those entry level positions to do so. And that's the two main things, workforce and cost, why that makes it very difficult, in my opinion.